Kia ora, and welcome to another playthrough of the Daily Flight in Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. I'm Sweet Toons, and I like to play computer games, and in particular, I enjoy beta testing. I like to work with developers. I like to help them find the issues or the bugs, or just the things that might make the game not quite as perfect as it could be when it gets released. If you want to know more about Sparrow Warfare, then drop into the Steam link below. You can get it on your wish list and look out for further announcements. And also in the description is the link to the wiki if you've got any questions about the tiles that I'm playing, about the daily modifiers, and want to know a bit more about what they do. So today we are in the Way of Song. So we're looking here to build up birds, to draw them out, and then use song to multiply out attacking or defensive moves. So I really quite enjoy song. It's a good way. We've also got our modifiers, and I'm not particularly enamoured of these modifiers, particularly in this combination. So we've got Henchbird, which is where when the boss wakes up, an extra elite tile comes out. If we defeat the boss before they wake up, then we don't have to face that extra bird. So there's a bit of a pro and a con here. Obviously, faster we beat the boss, we get bonuses at the end of the game. Any additional birds risk us not being able to defend. But if we don't face that extra elite bird and we don't defeat them, then we get just slightly fewer points at the end of the game. So there's a bit of a choice there about what type of tactics we play. We've got Forgetful. Not a fan of Forgetful. This is one of our modifiers that forces us to discard tiles. Clumsy is the horrible one because that's discard a random one every single time we play a hand. We've got the one that means we lose all of our tiles at the reckless at the end of each turn, so we know we can't carry anything over. Forgetful's a bit in the middle here. So Forgetful, it's a pain because it will usually discard something that we want to keep for next time, but it's you can't quite bank on it in the way that you can just with reckless. You know you've lost everything. With clumsy, it's a lot faster of a turnover, so it sits in the middle. I'm still don't particularly like it because I like playing several moves ahead. And we've got Trickster, and Trickster is just a bit of fun. Means that instead of having our standard numbers when we start out, they've got randomized values. So we'll take a look at what that means when we jump into the game, which we shall do now. Right. So first thing we're going to do is just check out our tiles. So actually not too bad here. Yeah, we've got, so our defense, this is the standard run of 1 to 4, but with our attacks we've only got 1 toe and we have got so many 4s, so this is good in terms of it's going to help us to attack, but only having 1 2 means we don't get very many of the low runs. Effectively we'll be stuck with 1s and 3s. Mixed blessing there. Right, so one of the bits of pains here is that with song we don't particularly want to be waking the beekeeper up too early, and so a set of 3 attacks will take out sister claws with the first 2 and then the final one will hit the beekeeper, so I'm going to try and avoid doing that, and we'll just build up some defense. Do a 2 3 and a 4, and we'll just get rid of some of these lower defenses and play out the Way of Song, because hopefully this will call out at least one of the birds into our hand. No, it doesn't. That's annoying. But what we can do here is a 2 3 and a 4, and the 2, because attacks, if they will take out what is remaining and things don't carry over to the next bird. So the 2 3 and 4 takes it down to 1, the final 4 gets rid of sister claws. Again, just discard our low tiles. and we've lost the 2 of song with the kind of forgetful. Right, so Loxley and Howl, so between them we need 15 defence. We do not have 15 defence, so we've got to do our best to take out the birds. I mean, start off just by clearing out Loxley. And unfortunately here, because of that randomizer, we don't have enough to do anything without opening up birds. So what will Sister Claws give us? I like Magic 9 Ball. I like the transforming tiles into random wild tiles. And that's good. A crescendo is nice. Helps us with our attacking. I was going to say this is nice, but we don't have a lot of song in our hand, but getting the Disco Fiasco, and we want to build up our song and give the boss a pretty good whack. But all of these tiles are pretty blocked, so great, we'll get the worm and draw some more tiles. So our song plays out on every single bird. And we've got these. So this is nice. So we still need to worry about defense because the beak's going to attack us, but we've now managed to freeze our other birds. Because I've now got the glitter bomb coming out, I can, as the saying goes, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So rather than using the Disco Fiasco just to attack the boss, I will use the drop to create a glitter bomb, because that will then attack everybody, including the boss, and we'll set it for next turn rather than this turn. And that gives us our defense against the beak, and next turn we're going to get a bomb that's going to go off for 75, which means I don't actually have to worry about any of the attacks we've got coming. But before I lose all of these birds, I do actually want to at least do something with that Disco Fiasco. So we'll get that's nice. We'll use Green Dragon to draw for our defense tiles, but do a run of 3, just build up a little bit of song here, and this is nice. Again, just a bit of extra song. Take out possibility ahead of time. Hit the boss for 69, and then with our bomb, hitting him for another 78. So this is nice. We've already got him down to below 100. We can hit Zeus. And at this point I am less worried about people waking up early. We know we're still going to get the elite bird when they wake up, but we don't have to worry about too much about other birds. We'll just wake him up. Papa Hawk's been brought out, but because he's been brought out at... Ooh, this tile intends to do something you cannot see. That is a new... Well, at least I haven't looked at what that question mark means before. So at this point, I'm just going to do a bit of paranoia, and we'll just use the shiny coin to upgrade a tile and build up our defence just in case Papa Hawk's about to hit us. Okay, so what Papa Hawk did was added an additional 2 defence. Didn't have to worry, but I would rather I'd rather be paranoid than too complacent. So I again would like, I need more defence for Beekeeper and Papa Hawk. So we're going to have to do something about that with our other birds. Okay. See, solo is really good, but I want to use that song, and I need to worry about 25. So I'm still going to need some more. Ow! Got rid of my Disco Fiasco. It's the gamble that I took. So I still have a glitter bomb. But what else have we got here? Draw some more song tiles. And get another sacrificial goose. Again, we're gambling that we won't lose the glitter bomb. It's cool. And don't particularly want a glitter bomb to go off in 3 turns, so if we can, we'll get one for this turn. Also do a bit of a hit job on so, an extra 3 and have the glitter bomb go off this turn. So glitter bomb for 66, not quite enough to finish it this turn, but we should easily hit the Beekeeper now. Yep. So hitting for 12. On to the next round. Okay, so we've got a few birds following us. I'm just curious whether we get... Yeah, we also get randomised. So we've only got... Oh no, we don't get a randomised song. We destroyed one of the songs earlier, so... Yeah, I was just curious to see whether it re-randomised at the start of the turn, but it's only at the beginning of the game. Okay. And take down the Shrike. Ideally we'll take the Shrike out enough that we don't have to worry about the flame. Hit for 6 song. Oh, lose the 5 song. That's frustrating. But I can use Bloodlust here to use up some of my low value defences. And while that hasn't taken him out completely, it's frozen him, so I won't have to worry about the flame attack. Okay, so gonna need a lot of defense this time. Oh, I like cannon fodder. Cannon fodder helps us to build up our defences, and it's particularly useful in build up our attack, and particularly useful in turn 3 because the poacher does a lot of destroying of cards. And this is quite nice. Even just that little boost means that I've got 3 sets of 5, so I can take the Shrike out with one of them. I still have to worry about taking Kiki out, but their combined attack is 12, which means I can leave that there and see what comes out next turn. Nice, no additional birds, so that's a bit of a shame. 2, 3 and a 4 to... It's gonna hit the falconer on this one. But, couldn't be helped. Okay. Build up a bit of song. I might see if I can get something which helps to draw out some tiles. Yes! And this is one where we don't have to worry too much about taking out Coopfear early because they've got so much strength, but we do still need some defences. I'm going to start off just with a... see if I can take him down. Not quite enough to fully take him out. So I got... gained 3 defense for every opponent. I'm choosing not to use a sacrificial goose. Or no, I will... 9. Yes, that will get... No, it won't get me to 15 instead of 18 below. Here we go. That should do it. So the reason I'm not using Sacrificial Goose is because that will destroy a tile. With my cannon fodder, it will give me an extra strength, but I can't use it this turn, so I'd rather lose it because of Forgetful. Rude words. There we go, another Sacrificial Goose has come out. Handy having 2 of them in the deck. And this is good because we've got the drop coming out, so I can build up the glitter on our birds. I'm going to see if I can get... no. It'd be useful for later on, but not for now. Okay. So drone is cool. It doesn't matter what tile we're playing. We're going to lose Coopfear by playing this. Actually, we're going to do this. Build up the defense because I'm going to need that anyway. So drone will add 5 now to all of the song, and next turn we'll get more song. That drone will start at 5 and will then boost up. And right, with how these are playing, I'm going to take the glitter bomb to go off now. So glitter bomb for 55 this turn, and we will leave that there. Always seems to be a way the game plays that when you get lots of birds coming out you don't get much song, and vice versa. Okay, so we can easily defend us. I'm an idiot. Should have done the green dragon first. That was a bit of a waste. In fact, to be honest, I'm just going to leave that there and see what comes out this turn. Okay. So this is why we keep Exaltation, because both the Falconer and Second Coming was they're also flame attacks. So we need that. Build up a bit of song. Just try and see if we can freeze somebody, but no. So still need more defense here. I'm going to draw some more tiles and just use that to attack Craven Ravens as well. Sadly, nothing I can do with that song. Adamar is going to create a slot hog in my hand, which is a pain. Again, not much I can do about that. Or I could, if I'm going to hit them with some song. There we go. Freeze Adamar. and that means that they're not going to create a tile in my hand. And I am just going to leave that there because I don't want to use Magic 9 Ball and risk losing that exaltation. Because let's make sure we need defense. We don't have a lot of defense. We'll do it that way. Oh, nice. Upgraded 4, 5 and a 6. We'll turn that into 7 and see what we can get. That's another nice one that will give us some healing, but we need to do a lot if we're not going to get hit. A bit disappointed we don't have much defense. What I can do is just set some song up for everybody. I still have to worry about getting one more defense on the falconer, but that's nice, just freezes everyone. And ideally if I can get something that allows me to attack. Or to defend. Brilliant. Okay. This is going to be a little bit of a waste of both Fan Club and Sleep It Off, but I need a defense. And there we go. Shame we didn't have anything to do. Use up that song, because that would have been very nice. Like the crescendo that was just waiting for us. So I think, looking at the amount of defense I need and how little stuff I've got, I'm going to have to call on the beekeeper. I don't like doing this because it's you lose out on bonus points, but there's also a level of, if I don't, then I'm going to risk going down anyway. So question, do I add? Yeah, I'm going to add 4 strength. And a bit of a waste of the crescendo, but that means I know. Oh, I'm not quite taking out ravens. I didn't do my maths. And there's nothing I can do at this point. So, very sadly, I'm going to be losing my perfected bonuses against the elites, and if I'm not careful... yeah, where was my sacrificial goose last turn? If I'm not careful, I'm going to need that something that's going to heal or take off of fire. So I had to take out Craven Ravens just to see what they will give me. Not particularly, they're good, but not really what I need at this point. Because what I really want here is build up some song. And at this point, I don't have to worry too much about them attacking, so the Falcon's going to heal for 19. So I'm going to use the drop first up, because otherwise we risk taking out. Actually, I can do the drop second. Anything more than that will take out Adamar. Okay. There you go. Glitter bomb for next turn. Now, 1 in 3 chance of losing sacrificial goose instead of one of the slot hogs. Oh, lost one of the slot hogs. That's useful. Okay. So still going to need a decent amount of defense. useful that the tiles do update as stuff happens, so I got 2 instead of 1 from there. But I'm going to have to see if we get some healing. I will also just destroy the lowest of the attacks. To give me with extra tiles, not. Just playing that out to get the side hustle going so I can get 2 wild tiles from Second Coming. I'm not going to destroy anything. We will draw some tiles and draw 3 tiles of the suit played, and I'm going to skip that because I don't have enough. 3 attacks. Now that's interesting. So it's chosen to draw me some additional wild tiles instead of attack tiles. I am not complaining about that because I can now. We've got a glitter bomb going off this turn. So I know it's only for 12, but we can use a bit of extra defence and make it another glitter bomb going off for next turn. I still have to really hope that I get some defence, some healing, because with 4 and absolutely no way of getting rid of that, unfortunately, this one's going to be a do not finish, because even if I take out the falconer now, which I've not really got the attacks to be able to do, the fire will kill me anyway. So not much really we can do that's useful, so sometimes that's how the tiles fall. I'm sure there are some things that I could have done earlier that would have helped me. But yeah, you make the mistakes. So yeah, bit of a shame that this one's a do not finish, but hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments. Let me know where you think I went wrong. Because yeah, there's always things that we can learn. And I will see you next time. Kia ora.